Hello all and welcome back. I know it's been a while since you heard this voice and I am so sorry, I was just I wasn't too confident in my abilities recently, so today, I woke up with a new wind. I was like, you know what? I'm hosting. Tonight's my night. I'm grabbing this podcast by the balls tonight and I'm going after it. But I'm your host this evening, Crispy, the tallest and the lankiest, and I'm joined as always by some incredible co-hosts. First one, we got not another gaming podcast super producer, the Lord of merch design, and the blog champ, Papa Dom. What's up?
Wow! Thank you so much. It's great to be here, Chris. That was a pretty great intro right there. I see the vision. I fuck with the vibes, and I'm just happy to be on the same plane of existence right now. We were in it 165 episodes in. A couple mango seltzers are popping right now. Been a great week. Looking to close it out. Can't wait for the weekend. Just happy to be back here with the dogs. It's your boy Papa Dom. Looking forward
Unreal, Dom. Well, welcome back. Always good to have you. Secondly, we are joined by our in-house CounterStrike correspondent, Twitter's Rookie of the Year.
Oh!
And the king of ripped shirts.
Gang.
Mr. Dr. Bob.
Damn, I should have put on a shirt I didn't like because I would have fucking ripped this thing in half after that. That was nice. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking back on Twitter. Follow me at WGGBert. What's up?
The self-promotion is crazy.
Yeah. I'm back. You know, I've been out of the fucking game for a whole week now. I had the flu, but I'm back. I had to go back to work today. I want to say that one of my coworkers, he sits like 7 feet across from me. He's been sick, coughing up a fucking lung for the past 2 weeks. Dude never took time off, came in with a fever every single day, coughing all over the place. Got 3 of his coworkers sick, and myself included. I had to go to see my primary care physician and take time off at work. He's been there for 2 fucking weeks straight getting everybody sick. So fuck you. I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to call him Sam. Fuck you, Sam, for getting me sick all fucking week.
His name is literally probably Sam.
Yeah, it's not, but fuck you, Sam.
His name's like Dan, and he was like, I'm going to call him Sam.
Sand.
My poor little throat still hurts. I'm sucking on a lozenge.
Throat game's crazy.
Throat came back on the come up right
Throat
now.
game brazy.
Throat game brazy. Well, Bob, welcome back. I'm so sorry to hear about the coronavirus, but just when you thought it was just us 3, we got a little surprise for you, like always. So let me give him a little intro. So we got the first one to get a tweet up every 3 months. The first one to fly out the window when you open it on the highway. And the original SIG, Intern Ken.
What's up? Is up? Good to be back. It's been a couple episodes.
I know, it's been a while. When was the last one? It was probably like 10 ago, right?
I mean,
one of us wasn't around. One of us was like sick or away on vacation or something.
It was probably, it might have been me on my honeymoon.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's always good to have you back, Ken, our original intern that doesn't do anything, but it's always good to have you here.
That's me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So this is your cast for the night, and without further ado, let's get into a little weekend recap.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
We'll start off with the napkin himself. Ken, how was your weekend?
Weekend was good.
The napkin himself.
Yeah, I guess good weekend. Went out into Boston. Nah, weekend was good.
So there I was on 95 South. My girlfriend opened the car window.
Do you ever feel like a Chipotle napkin?
Those things are thin. Come on.
So thin.
Can I be a Dunks napkin?
No, brother. You're like single ply.
It's a recycled one. It says it on the napkin like this is made from 100% post-consumer recycled napkin.
Fuck.
Weekend was good.
Yeah,
Went out into Boston Saturday night. Played some games. Because it's the most popular game on Twitch right now. I've played EFT, Escape from Tarkov. The game's difficult. I'm playing catch up. Everyone's killing me, but you know we're grinding out here. We also, me and a couple friends had a Smash Ultimate tournament at my buddy's house this weekend. Haven't played that game in a while. I still stink.
Yeah.
But
Stink.
a lot of fun. That's pretty much it, though. Honestly, back to school, back to reality, back to work. Ready for another depressing semester.
Oh man, well, almost done. I mean, you're almost there. And we're gonna be at graduations, fucking nipples flying, paint
As
on our
we
shirts.
go on,
I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna be calling my ex.
Remember.
Vitamin C stuff.
oh my god.
That song used to fuck me up. It was like middle school. They played that song. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna see you in like 2 months at Revere High. It's fine. Dom, how was your weekend? You playing anything good?
Yeah, no, my weekend was good. So I was trying to just keep things low key this weekend. Honest to God, I really wasn't trying to do anything. But you know how that fucking goes. So pretty low key night on Friday. Just did a little like catching up on some TV. Just we actually started watching The Outsider on HBO. So it's a Stephen King property, I guess. So I'm sure that there's like some weird like supernatural stuff going on, or like a space turtle or something. But it's like a good crime thriller. It's on HBO right now, so we started watching that. That's been really good. Saturday night, went out with a couple guys, ended up at Stir 720. Not great. Not great.
I almost ended up there.
I think I texted you. I'm almost positive that I texted you, and I was just like, I think I was just like, I love you.
No, you said I'm drunk.
I was like, I'm drunk. I was like, I love you though. And you were just like, I know. So I mean, you know how it goes. But yeah, so I said Sir 720 got me again. You at Mix. I go, I am. I said I won't be here long. Stir 720 got me again. And then just mad emojis. Just oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this whole entire thread. So yeah, so we that was it. Video game wise, I have been playing a lot of Pokemon Shield. We got the expansion pass coming up, so I'm trying to get my weight up, get ready for that. I have not started playing it again yet, but I did re-download The Witcher 3, so I could start playing that at some point. And I also resubscribed. I am officially back on my bullshit. I resubscribed to The Elder Scrolls Online. I canceled my WoW subscription, and I resubbed the ESO. The new ESO Greymore expansion got announced, and I immediately was just like ready to go. So I resubbed to that. Forgot how much fun that game is. I probably said that on 90 different episodes of this show, where I'm like, man, I forgot how much fun this game is, because it really is so great, and there's so much great story content in there. And I've just been working away doing that. So stop playing WoW Classic, play some ESO, because the story content is just so goddamn good, and the co-op is great. And if you haven't played it since launch, I would really suggest that you try it again, because it is a fundamentally different game. So yeah, that's how my weekend was.
Good. And Bob, we know that you were battling through it this weekend, but I mean, do you want to just tell us a little bit about the pain that you went through this weekend?
Yeah. So Saturday night, I spent my I start feeling sick on Thursday. I have to go into work on Friday for the first like 2 hours of the day, because I needed to get stuff done for a patient starting on Monday. Responsible me. Putting my life on the line to go help others. The usual stuff.
Noble.
And at that time, I look over, I see Sam. He's coughing all over the fucking place, and I'm shaking my head as I'm calling my fucking primary care physician. Yeah, I think I have the flu. I need to come in and see you. He's there for 2 fucking weeks. Doesn't matter. Turns out I have the flu, or quote unquote flu-like symptoms. So they were like, all right, here, take this Theraflu for the next 5 days. Go home and sleep. I got home at 12, and I slept until 7 p.m. And then I woke up for 2 hours and slept for another like 10 hours.
Jeez.
So I was working on like 18 hours of sleep every day for the past 4 days, or 4 out of the 5 days recently. I spent my 27th birthday on Saturday with 102 fever, shaking violently in my bed for 5 hours.
Oh, happy belated, Bob. Everyone say fun. Happy birthday to Bob. Happy birthday, Bob.
Happy birthday, Bert.
That time, Bobby.
Continue, birthday boy.
It would have been. I almost said something fucked up, but I'm not gonna say it. Okay, I'm not gonna fucking say it. Fuck you, Sam. First of all, okay, we're gonna start with that. But yeah, I spent my 27th birthday fucking violently shaking in my bed with 102 fever, and then the fever kicked, and it's been residual like throat irritation for the past like 3 days, but it's starting to go away because I'm sucking on a bunch of lozenges. But outside of that, I gamed a bunch when I wasn't sleeping. Back on the CS grind, as per usual. I can't get away from that fucking game for some reason. I got super burnt out by H1 on like at the end of last week, so I didn't fuck around with that game all that much. I put in maybe another like 10 or so hours into The Witcher 3, which means I put in like 0.05% more time into the game. What else? Oh, when I physically couldn't get out of bed, I was playing Super Mario Odyssey.
Ooh,
nice. That game's really fun.
Finally playing the Switch.
Yeah, I fuck around with that a couple of times.
All right. Fuck with Division.
So I got through like the first 3 levels, I think, and then I literally passed out with the fucking Switch in my hand while I was lying down. And I dove right back into Darkest Dungeon again, and that game is one of the best games I've ever played. I don't know why I stopped playing it. I stopped playing it like 8 months ago, and that game I came back, and that game's so fucking good. I miss it. I missed it, and I came back to it, and it's brutal, and I missed you, and I'm sorry that I left you, but I'm back, and you can abuse me more.
Love it. Love it.
Nice. All right, well, my turn. Let's keep the lights on really quick. So, Lorenzo, thank you for subbing. Dom, go ahead.
Hold on. Wait. Boy.
Nice. Q, thank you for subbing. Lorenzo, thanks for gifting a sub to Flex. And Molly, thank you for the host. So my weekend was good. It was actually a pretty busy weekend for the WGG headquarters in the CDL correspondent that I am. CDL started this weekend and had to stay on top of it. Had to get all the updates out, the clips that were on Twitter. It was actually a lot of work. I was out for dinner and like I was on my phone with like the stream open. It was something else. But it was great. It was a really good weekend for Call of Duty. Kenny and I will hit on that a little bit later. But it was good to see. It was nice to have a tournament back that I was legitimately invested in. It was really cool. As for what I've been playing, I got back on Modern Warfare after watching the tournament a little bit, just because that's what it does. You watch people play competitively, and you just want to play again. Other than that, I played a little Rocket League, a little CounterStrike with Bob and the gang. Game still pisses me off, but all in all, great weekend. Great to have Call of Duty back. And let's get right into it. Bob, you were talking about playing Mario Odyssey when you were sick, when you were on your deathbed. Makes me think of Nintendo a little bit, Go figure. I don't know why. It just makes me think of Nintendo. So, Dom, you had a little news about Nintendo. You want to enlighten us?
Yeah, a little bit of news. A little bit of news, Chris. And thank you so much for this segue. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hosting, by the way. Just fucking real brand guy, company guy. Okay. So this week, as of this Monday, if you're listening to this when we release it, as of like Monday, call it, what would it be, January 24th, 25th? Nintendo applied to renew 39 trademarks. So no generation was skipped here. Instead of just like renewing a trademark to a couple of different games, Nintendo applied to renew 39 video game trademarks based on older titles from previous generations. This goes from GameCube to Wii to DS and even like classic series. So this is a couple of names from the list that I just think stick out to me. So there's like 3 Kirby games. We've got Kid Icarus. We've got Golden Sun. We have Eternal Darkness, Majora's Mask, Balloon Kid, which is like an old NES game, Animal Crossing City Folk, WarioWare, Wave Race, Mario Sports specifically, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Wind Waker, The Adventure of Link, Super Mario World, Super Mario Sunshine, Steel Diver, Skyward Sword, Phantom Hourglass, a lot of Zelda stuff here. Nintendogs, and the Cruisin' series, which I actually didn't even know that Nintendo owned. So there's about 39 in total. These patents are all renewed. So this could be one of two things. So we could just get... There's a lot of speculation that has come from this. Renewing trademarks is usually just business as usual. But renewing almost 40 at once might be a little something different. So we might be seeing maybe a new virtual console on the Switch. We might be seeing a remaster of one of these games. We might be seeing like a revival of a series. I know that like we've talked about Wave Race a lot on this podcast specifically. I know Bert, big Wave Race guy, just like myself. Real sophisticated people know that Wave Race is one of the best games just ever. Just full stop on that sentence. So there's just a lot. There's a lot to go over, really. So what I wanted to discuss was, out of all of these games, and there's quite a few, and I'll copy and paste them in the little chat right here so that you guys can see them. There's a lot. Do we think that we're getting remasters of some of these games? Do you think that we're getting, like a port, or do you think that there's something else going on here? So I'll open it up to you guys. You let me know what you think. I actually just put it in the chat on Twitch too, so that you guys can see.
Yeah, so I think a lot of these games are perfect for the Switch. I think that if they actually remastered some of these for the Switch, it would be unreal. With me, I'm excited mainly for Nintendogs, to be honest with you. I mean, it's been, but like I'm a little nervous because I haven't fed Lucky in like 12 years. And he's probably pissed. He's pissed. He's not gonna look at me. Not gonna let me pet him, shampoo him. None of that. It's kind of gonna be heartbreaking. But I mean, yeah, I have to get back in his life somehow, and this might be my way to do it. Super Mario Sunshine. Tell me that wouldn't be unreal on Switch. Incredible. Wave Racer, perfect Switch game. Hanging out with the buddies, it gives you another thing instead of Mario Kart. You play Wave Racer. Sick. Okay, another drinking game. That's where my mind goes. What else? Mario Sports. I'm a big Wii Sports guy. Mario Sports was fucking incredible.
I think Mario Sports is a pretty interesting one in specific to renew, just because the thing that really sticks out for all of this is like Mario Sports Mix on 3DS had 5 sports in one game. We've seen a lot of different Mario Sports games. Obviously, like Mario Kart, you can count as a sport. Mario Tennis, golf, blah blah blah, soccer, basketball, baseball, the whole nine. So the fact that Mario Sports, quote Mario Sports unquote, is getting repatented, makes me think that there's probably something else going on where we have another iteration in that series coming in. Some of these patents are like the full game title, and some of them are just like Mario Sports, for example, where it could be like another iteration in that series. So very, very interesting. Very interested to see which way these go.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times too, this is just kind of what I think of the whole thing too. If you know that your patent's running out, I think it's just a normal business practice to renew them, because you don't want any gray area on people being able to use your product to any extent. I mean, it's like we're seeing in Tokyo right now. People tried to rip off Mario Kart with Mari Mobile or whatever the fuck it was called. Now they just got sued for $500,000. And they literally wrote on the back of the carts saying not affiliated with Mario Kart or something like that. You're actually able to rent a go-kart in Tokyo, dress up as someone from Mario or a superhero, and drive around the streets of Tokyo.
I'm down.
You're telling me that company could get sued for $500,000 and still be able to operate? How much money are they making? There's no chance they stay in business. How many? I mean, go to your local go-kart place. Probably a lot cheaper, and you can play some arcade games. You don't have to drive around the streets of Tokyo. With me, I mean, I would just drink and then just rip some go-karts. It sounds fun, but it sounds dangerous at the same time.
True.
Sorry, a little tangent. But I think they're just renewing a lot of these for business practice. It's probably their legal team, hey, patents are running up. You might want to take that. I don't think we're going to get a lot out of the 40 game list that we saw, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw, I don't know, 10 remastered come out in the next couple of years, I don't think they're going to hit the ground running and start pumping these out by any means.
Do you think we're going to get at least 10 of these?
I think so. There's a lot of them that you can. I mean, if it's not based off of the original game, there's a lot of like different spin-offs they can do, because they're probably realizing now that a lot of their old products are perfect for the Switch. Yeah. As they are. I mean, there's a million Kirby titles on that list too.
There's already like 3 Kirby games on the Switch too.
Yeah. So I don't see that necessarily being one. It's kind of like saturated with that. I mean, we'll continue getting them, but I don't see that being at the top of the list for them. But if they were to drop some, I mean, the Switch brings in a lot younger of a demographic too. Like my little cousin loves his. Like me. And you tell me, yeah, I mean, I love mine too. I mean, granted, I don't play it that much, but it's there. And like if I'm laying in bed, I'm just like, all right, fuck it. Like I'll play the Switch. But like putting these games out that they're nostalgic for us, and you might even introduce a kid to them for the first time, it's a win-win on both ends, for sure.
True. That's true. Bert, what do you think about all
that? I think it's the majority of my mind is saying it's probably just legal stuff. Just like the trademarks were either ending within the next couple of years, and they wanted to just renew instead of doing like renewals whenever, like the month that the trademarks were ending. They just did a mass renewal now to get it out of the way. So that's what I think is the possibility. But there's also like, I mean, like you said, they could just release emulated versions of all of these games on the Switch. They already did that for the NES. Can't remember the name of the like software in the Switch that you could download.
The virtual console?
NES Virtual Console, SNES Virtual Console. There's no reason why they can't do it with all of these other games in their library, and like from their past game library too. So I think that's absolutely a possibility. They could be like trying to do Nintendo DS Virtual Console and shit like that. But again, more than likely, I think it's just legal shit. Capcom just did this a couple of months ago. They renewed a bunch of, and I covered it, and you can read the extensive articles at wickedgaming.com. Capcom did, they re-upped on their trademarks. I think there were like 8. And a lot of people were speculating that it's just going to be like new HD remasters, especially since, you know, we're seeing what they did with Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3. But they also specifically said in their announcement following that they want to bring older dormant franchises back to life. Mm-hmm. So that's like more specific as, you know, compared to this, where it's just trademarks got refiled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sorry,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I don't give a fuck about Golden Sun Dark Dawn. I want the original 2 Golden Sun games back. You could do that instead of this. Those were Game Boy Advance games. Yeah. I don't need the Nintendo DS version of Golden Sun. I need the first.
Dark Dawn was still pretty dope though.
I never played it. I don't give a fuck about it. I want the first 2.
I was you had me going for like the first couple syllables of that sentence, because I was like, well, this flu is getting to your brain, because the Bob that I know loves Golden Sun, and you were like, I felt a tightness in my chest until you said
I never had a like a DS in itself, so I never played Dark Dawn. But like I played the other 2, and I want those games. We fucking talked about this 200 times at this point.
I know.
Bring back Golden Sun.
Please.
But I also want to say, I think, dude, Super Mario Sunshine is like the dark horse of the Super Mario franchise. It does not get the appreciation and the love that game deserves. It was fucking incredible when it came out. It still plays well today. You know, people speedrun that shit all the time.
Yeah,
speedrunners are a whole different motherfucker.
Well, they're crazy. I mean, Wave Racer, I want to see that shit back.
Yeah, man. Please.
And then every Zelda, like, bring all the. Instead of doing a fucking virtual console on the Switch, they should just do a big fucking HD collection of remastered Zelda games. It's that simple.
Give me all the 2D games redone in the same style as Link's Awakening. I would not.
Yeah. I mean, there's what, like fucking 40 games at this point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how realistic and like the logistics behind that is, but still, like, again, I think it's more legal jargon. I think they're just covering their asses, getting all of this stuff taken care of now instead of like at the time of trademark renewal, just big mass renewal right now. However, I still think there's the possibility for the virtual consoles to be coming to the Switch. I feel like that's just I feel like that's such a fucking easy layup for Nintendo to do at any given point. I don't know what goes on through in their fucking heads. They have so much potential to just do the right thing for their customers. So who the fuck knows?
Who knows? Intern Ken, what do you got?
Not to sort of beat a dead horse. Mostly what you guys have been saying is what I thought originally when I saw these 40 patents. I think mainly it's probably just them re-upping their patents. I do think, however, there's like a good 3, 4, 5 games that I could see them doing some sort of remaster or HD, sort of like, I don't know, virtual console like Bob was telling us. I want to see Super Mario Sunshine. I want to see Super Mario Sunshine. Please bring it back, please. I really want to see it. I love that game.
Just play video games, man.
Just play video games. Just play video games.
Oh my
Think of how many people got nowadays. How many people got introduced? Well, we'll say younger generation wise, got introduced to Zelda from Breath of the Wild. They've never played anything else.
I know a couple people who have, and they just never played anything else. And I'll tell you something. I cried at the end of Breath of the Wild, and I just, God bless if this was your first Zelda game. Just what a way to enter the series, because wow.
I also didn't say this before. Sorry, Ken. I didn't say this beforehand, but Majora's Mask is my favorite game ever created. I just think I tried playing it on the 3DS when it came out, and I said the same thing with with Super Mario 64 when I played that on the 3DS, even though it came out for the DS. The control scheme, as fucked up as this is, was made for an N64 controller, and it feels better playing it that way. It doesn't feel the same playing it on a 3DS compared to, back in the day when I used to fucking play through Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask every single summer on my N64. So I want to see that game come back, but if it's going to come back, give me an N64 controller for the Switch. Because that's how I want to fucking play it.
That'd be cool. I mean, it's definitely doable.
It's a lot of money.
Sorry, Ken, go ahead.
Okay. I think with the success of Link's Awakening and their whole 3D remaster sort of thing on the Switch, I think some of these Zelda games that are in this sort of patent re-upping large whatever it is, I think some of these games you could see them doing a similar thing. I don't see them happening this year. Maybe it's a year or two out. Like Wind Waker, that'd be nice. I loved Wind Waker. But yeah, basically just give me Super Mario Sunshine, please. That's all I gotta say.
See, I don't really want any remasters. I don't think we need Super Mario Sunshine. I don't think we need Majora's Mask. I don't think we need any of that stuff remastered for the Switch. I think that I honest to God think it's just they're covering their own ass legally for some of these. But the ones that are a little bit more vague and property specific, not with subtitles, mean that maybe that we have a better likelihood of seeing another one. I mean, even just Wave Race by itself getting renewed is pretty crazy. And again, like Bob was saying, this is usually just business is done. Renewing these so that they don't get, anything taken out from under the rug. But Eternal Darkness, would love to see a new Nintendo take on survival horror. Eternal Darkness scared the fucking shit out of me when I was a kid. So would love to see another Golden Sun game. Would love to see another Wave Race. Would love to see some more Mario Sports, obviously. And there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot to kind of put under a microscope. And I think I've seen a lot of different Nintendo bloggers and accounts going over it. But I mean, it could go either way, really. I mean, we could get everything. We could get nothing. We could get some things. But honestly, I just want a new Wave Race game. Honest to God, the top one out of this list is just if I could pick one, just give me a Wave Race game. Am I wrong?
I get that. No,
one more thing.
I don't disagree with you. That game was fucking incredible. I could still play it today. That's how good that game was.
True.
I'm not going to. But
2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics, Mario Sports.
I'm in that. I'm in that. Give me, dude, Mario Tennis. Watch me clean up. I'll have an American flag around my shoulders like this, top of the podium. American hero, Papa Dom. I'm out there. The Whitney Houston version of the national anthem is playing. I'm fucking bawling my eyes out on the top of the podium. Wild. Wild.
Nintendo loves to do stuff like this with the Olympics. I think Wii Sports had a Summer Olympics Brazil version, was it? can't remember.
Should Smash be an Olympic event? Let's be real. Let's talk about the real shit, though.
Give it time. Give it time. We've spoken about this ad nauseum 1,000 times. It will be at some point.
Smash could be an Olympic event. I think, honestly, the States have a good chance.
There's going to be a lot of games going into the Olympics at some point.
Smash,
I'm telling you.
Dude, I feel like Smash is up there, though. Is up there. And I mean, I feel like StarCraft obviously has like a very disproportionate like skill and fan base internationally, but Smash is like... Think about that story. You think about like somebody from like a grassroots, they're playing on a CRT TV and they're local. It's like a little scrappy underdog story, right? They come up, they get called up. This is the I don't know, Chicago 2035 Olympics. I'm not even doing like the math, right? And it's like Miracle. It's like that movie Miracle with the USA versus Soviet team, except it's Super Smash Brothers. I would cry my eyes out.
I can see it happening. Honestly, you can make a lot of money too. There's probably a lot of value on the underdogs when it goes to the Olympics.
You get some skinny kid from the south side of Chicago, and he's making his way up the ranks from the grassroots, and he 3-stocks some like buff kid from like Russia, and immediately just solves world conflict. Dude, I wouldn't be a tear left in my body.
I don't know, dude. I think that fucking severs any ties. I think that creates more world content.
Yeah. There's a training montage of the kid. He's like
doing curls with his fucking index fingers,
with the steroids things like pumping into his veins.
Yeah, he has like the big what are those called? Like the joystick boards that they use, like the pros. He has it on his back, just like hitting squats, like in the snowy mountains. But yeah, so I mean, speaking of snowy mountains, sometimes if you go away on vacation, you need a nice hotel to stay in. You know, you need a nice hotel to stay in. So why not stay in one of Atari's video game inspired hotels?
Wonderful segue. Wonderful segue, by the way.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. So Atari is partnering with GSD Group, who is a hotel management group. They're going to enter the hotel industry with plans to open up in Las Vegas, Denver, Chicago, Austin, Texas, Seattle, San Francisco, and San Jose, California. Shelly Murphy, the founder of GSD Group, says that she wants to create an ecosystem for players to eat, sleep, and play. Some hotel rooms will have retro video game themes, while others will have a more futuristic design. Our hope is that you come in, never want to leave because there's a lot of interaction. So it's kind of the broad strokes of that part of it. Around the hotel, they're going to have like gaming stations. They're going to have like up-to-date AR and VR and stuff like that. I think this is a really cool spin on a hotel because, granted, it's not for everyone, but it can be for a lot of people, believe it or not. When you're in a hotel right now, there's zero interaction. The only people you really talk to is the people at the front desk who check you in and check you out, and the guy on the hotel that says, yeah, what floor? That's the only interaction you get in a hotel.
True.
That's all. So if you're in a hotel, you're telling me there's going to be stations set up around the hotel. And when you're like walking around at the end of the night and you see like a lone dude just like hanging out playing Pong in the lobby, you're not going to be like, hey, do you mind if I play? Boom, that's your best friend right there. There's going to be like some sort of story where like you're just like walking down the hallway and there's a TV set up to the side. Some dude is playing fucking Roller Coaster Tycoon. And you're like, hey, man, solid park. And it's like, oh, thanks. Where you from? You hit it off from there. My question for you guys is, it's a big step. It's probably the most aggressive step that a company within the gaming community has taken to go into a whole different side of things. I mean, it's too late now. They're already like, the plans are made. These things are going up. Do you think these are just going to be like, oh, like whatever, another hotel? Are these going to be a hotel? Is this going to be a hotel? Or are these hotels going to be somewhere that people go out of their way to stay at? Kenny, what do you think?
I think I love the move. I love the move in my mind, but in reality, I think it's weird because if you're going somewhere and you're staying in a hotel, you're going to that place because it has, you know, good attractions in the city or somewhere else. Why would I want to stay at an Atari hotel and like stay in a hotel? If I'm going somewhere, I want to be out and about and not in my room playing Pong, as amazing as that would sound. But I just like, I get it, and I don't know, I don't get it. It's weird.
It just adds more. That's the thing. Like, you're not going to the hotel to necessarily just stay in the hotel. I mean, you can if you totally want to. There's people that buy hotels just to stay at hotels. Whoever they're bringing back, whatever they're hiding from, they do it. People do go to hotels for different reasons. It can be a nice cherry on top. But okay, it's like I got snowed in, and like my flight got delayed. I can't go home. So now I get to play video games with a bunch of strangers, like we do every day, just on the internet, but you just get to do it in person. I don't think it'll necessarily be something people go out of their way for, like I said. But I mean, you're telling me that it's not nice to be like, you do the ritual, right? You check into the hotel, get up into the room, you drop your stuff, you lower the temperature of the AC down to 50 degrees, and you just like plop into nice clean sheets that were actually clean this year. And you're like, all right, fuck it. Like, let's fire up some Pong, whatever, Roller Coaster Tycoon, whatever you want to play. You just fire it up on the TV.
Bub just mentioned it in chat. He when he was in Amsterdam, he was in a gaming hotel. I was gonna bring it up. I didn't know if he was still in chat or not. But yeah, I mean, he said, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I remember, Bub said he enjoyed it significantly. So Atari's not the first to do it. It's not like they're just a major video game company that is doing it.
But it's like their hotel.
Yeah, so what are you going to do? Be stuck to only playing fucking Atari games? That's dumb.
Well, we'll have to see. I don't know.
You could just open up... We already have fucking barcades. Why not just open up a hotel and stack it with a bunch of video game systems and consoles or stand-up cabinets and shit? You could do that anyway. It doesn't have to be fucking mainline stuck to Atari.
Yeah, so here's the thing, too, that I didn't mention. They said this in the article that I read, too. I think it was on, like, Forbes. And they said that their big point in it is they're gonna start hosting like tournaments, and like they're gonna like let big esport like games and like whatever, like they want to make that an attraction for people to go play like their major tournaments. So if you're flying out of town to go watch these tournaments at this hotel, wouldn't it be sick to stay in a hotel with like-minded people who are there for that same exact reason?
No, that would get an Airbnb and bring a Switch.
I mean, that just shows that's the hermit in you talking.
Yeah, but because I don't like fucking personal interaction with other people. Like, I don't give a shit.
My point exactly.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it's trying to be. You were explaining like it's trying to be sold to someone like me. Like, oh, I don't want to go out into the city. I'm going to stay in my hotel and play video games. One, those already exist. Two, those exist, and you can play games outside of Atari games. Three, I don't want to fucking talk to people anyway. I'll go in my room and play my Switch.
So this is a waste.
Okay, I disagree.
Okay. No. I don't think it's a complete waste. I think if they open it up outside of just Atari games, and I think if they actually implement the whole, we want tournaments to be played in our facilities, sure. That makes plenty of sense. You're a gaming company. Not only are you doing the hotel thing, but you're also facilitating esports growth as well. I'm fine. I'm fully on board with that. But if it's just like, we're Atari and we created a hotel and we want you to come play our games from 45 years ago that nobody plays anymore.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point?
Nobody's going to go stay at a hotel just to play E.T. the game.
No.
See, and like, I don't think it's going to be for that reason. Like, I probably should have kicked off by saying that they wanted to like host big events there, because to me that's pretty fucking cool. It's like going to PAX, right? You go to PAX because obviously video game convention, and then after that you have to go to the fucking Motel 5 down the street and like battle Jeffrey the crackhead out front to get to your door, and you just go in your room, go to sleep, wake up the next day. You're telling me
or you have a fucking Airbnb with a bunch of your close friends that you went to the event with, and you're all just sitting there playing fucking Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart 8 or whatever the fuck it's called.
But you can do that in the hotel too. You can do that in the hotel too.
You're trying to sell me on this, Chris. I'm not sold. Okay, I'm not fucking sold.
You don't have to stay there. Then when
I'm not staying there.
When we end up in Phoenix, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna stay at the sick like video game hotel. Like, there's so many hot chicks, bro. Like, you can go to the fucking Courtyard Marriott down the. Like, dude, you're gonna be kicking yourself in the ass when I'm fucking playing Animal Crossing with some cool ass people. We're fishing. We're having a great time.
We're fishing.
The show, I mean, there's no better bonding experience than fishing.
I completely agree. Wait till March 20th. We're gonna be fishing a lot.
Oh, I know. Dom, what do you think about the whole thing?
I mean, honest to God, I don't hate it. I think that this is going to be a lot more than... I mean, face value, it's like... This is the biggest fucking novelty thing that I've ever seen. And like, face value, if you just take it as, like, Atari, it's a hotel. If you say to yourself in your head, this is a hotel exclusively for Atari fans... Every, like, 52-year-old guy who's like, yeah, back in my day we had Pong and we called controllers paddles, like, that, you know, then I guess this is the joint, right? But I don't think that it's just for that. I think that they're going to have a lot of retro gaming appeal, but I do think there's a lot of crossover because Atari has done other games except for, you know, outside of Pong. And, you know, Atari is like they said in their ad thing, it was like, you know, Atari's a trailblazer in the gaming industry, and if they have a gaming themed hotel that actually has a major gaming brand attached to it, instead of just like, you know, you go to Amsterdam and it's like gaming hotel, and it's just a hotel that has video games, but this is put on by a developer. You know, Atari has partnerships with pretty much every other developer or publisher in the major gaming world right now. So this could very well be like a kickoff and a you know, a great, like, branching out partnership for Atari to still be relevant with, like, younger gaming fans. And also I think it could be a great way for them to, like, connect, like, cross generation. So if they're hosting esports related things, I mean, this is probably the most, like, self-aware thing that Atari's probably ever done by saying, hey, you know, there's pretty much nobody under 20 probably appreciates Atari as the brand. They probably know the logo because they bought a t-shirt at Newbury Comics. However, or Zoomies, or whatever the fucking international, like, or Hot Topic, whatever the fuck it is. So I think, yeah, I was gonna say Newbury Comics is still, like, it's just around here. So if they go, like, crossover appeal, and you say, we're going to open up these hotels, and it's going to be gaming, there's going to be esports, blah, 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 you recognize Atari again as an international gaming brand and not just a developer who made Pong. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, obviously I know Atari is more than that. Most of us know Atari is more than that. But this is how they stay relevant in 2020. And they say, listen, I mean, and granted, I'm sure Atari has more money than God. They're ready to, like, I mean, they probably don't need to do anything else. But they're
currently in the process of relaunching a new console.
Yeah, I mean, so whatever the case may be, I mean, they definitely have enough money to, I mean, if they have enough money to launch like 6 major hotels, which I'm sure cost a lot to run, they're banking on saying, hey, listen, we're going to launch our own thing, we're going to build out our own new independent products, but we're also not going to ignore the other major players in the industry and bring everybody together and also, like, cash in off of it. Oh, you want, like, a cool place to stay that's gaming themed, keep you in the mindset, do these esports tournaments, blah, blah, blah. Sure, you could stay at an Airbnb down the street in fucking Phoenix, Arizona, but, you know, why wouldn't you stay at this Atari Hotel, this cool-ass Atari Hotel? And I've seen, like, theme or boutique hotels all over the place. I mean, boutique hotels are like the new jam. And the fact that there's one that actually is themed after something that has a little bit more appeal than your average thing that appears on a Pinterest board, I'm down for it. Good for them. I mean, if I ever find myself in one of those cities, I will definitely seriously take a look into it.
Yeah, and even if that, like, boutique item isn't your jam, at the end of the day, it's a hotel. You're not staying there because you just want to stay at a hotel. You're staying there because you have to stay at a hotel. You need somewhere to sleep. So if you're not going there for the games, they're still going to make their money because it's still a hotel.
This week's episode of the podcast is sponsored by
Atari Hotel. They're texting me right now. This paycheck's about to...
The check is clearing right now.
Yeah, you better be fucking splitting that because I disagree with all of this.
Yeah, split it just with me.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here,
Just split it with me. 50-50, baby. Actually, no, Kenny can get a little piece of the action. Wet the beak a little bit.
Fuck is this?
The little drinky bird just...
Kid fucking tweets for the first time in fucking 8 months, and he's getting my cut.
And he says, "Hey, I love Atari Hotels."
Look at the shit talk of Bob about tweeting. Kid makes a Twitter once.
Damn right, dude. What's up? I'm fucking back. At WGG Burt.
Well, honestly,
I can count Bob's tweets on 2 hands.
Speaking of tweets, that's a phenomenal segue to another topic. So the esports organization, Rogue, they just signed their first professional tweeter It is the handle is the guy has more followers than I would know what to do with whatever free plug at S8N play on the word Satan. Hilarious account. Absolutely hilarious account. Has 2.4 million followers, a shit ton of engagement. The guy's a beast. So Rogue signed him, like I said, as their first professional tweeter. What is this move? I don't. To me, it's Twitter's very underutilized when it comes to advertising. I don't like on Instagram, right? You can find someone that's selling tea. You can find someone that's selling their workout plans. Like there's people selling things, ab wraps, whatever it is. They're selling things everywhere. John, good.
You said it was at S8N.
Yes.
Yeah, that account is suspended.
No way.
Yeah.
I just checked it before I got on. Too.
Literally, I'm looking at it right now. It says account suspended.
Oh, that's so fucking tough move on them, man. Honestly, I was gonna say it's a smart move, but if you're getting suspended from Twitter, probably not a good move because you're paying the guy money.
Not ideal.
Not doing his job. So
that check did not clear yet.
I don't know, dude. Like, but to me, it seemed like a chess move, not checkers. Just because, like I was saying, Twitter's very underutilized when it comes to actually like promoting shit. I feel like it's a lot like personal stuff, and no one really brings on like ambassadors of Twitter accounts. I don't know if Steve Aoki's a co-owner of Rogue, so I don't know if he was like, "Yo, this Twitter page is hilarious. Like, we got to pay this guy to tweet for us. 2.4 million followers." So, do you guys think this is obviously it's a dumb move now that the guy's fucking suspended? So this completely puts a pin in what I was gonna say. But do you think that this was a dumb move at the end of the day? I already know what the answer is gonna be, but feel free to chime in.
Tinfoil hats.
Mm-hmm.
Rogue reached out to the Twitter gods and suspended S8N to gain more traction.
I'm on board with this. I'm on board with this conspiracy theory, 100%.
It doesn't make any sense for this guy to get suspended so soon after he got signed to Rogue. Rogue released a statement 4 hours ago, a twit longer, 4 hours ago. A statement on why we signed S8N. You know what it said?
What is it?
Why not? Question mark.
Yeah, hold on. There's an absolute possibility that there is a fucking church out there that saw this in the news headlines and called fucking Twitter to ban him.
Ooh,
that's definitely a possibility.
So, couple of different perspectives on this on Twitter right now. One guy said, "Damn, they got S8N," and it was like a screenshot of the account suspended, and then a screenshot of Apple Music playing "God's Plan" by Drake. And then there was another one, Avalanche from 100 Thieves just goes, "Damn, they got Satan," and it was a screenshot of account suspended, and then a screenshot of future feds did a sweep. So there's some mixed reactions right now about him going down.
I kind of like Kenny's take on that. Honestly, I didn't even think of that. Well, I didn't know he was suspended until 3 minutes ago, but I know that he's had a very difficult time getting verified on Twitter just due to his name. I don't know if this is something where he comes back with a new name to get verified. I don't know if this is another move by him to sign with the verified eSports organization to finally get that blue check mark. In return, he gives a little kickback. The wheels are moving. Something's going on now. I didn't know that he got suspended, but I hope my man gets the blue check now, whatever he's doing. So that topic was very short-lived.
I mean, yeah, you can't get a blue check if you're fucking suspended. So you got to get out of Twitter jail first.
Free the real.
Or they suspended him. He's coming back, like Chris said. With
3
that
days.
blue check mark.
3 days, just like Jesus.
Dude, he might be making a religious statement. He wanted to get suspended.
3 days. He comes out of Twitter jail. 72 hours.
Dude, he's
comes
playing
out video, YouTube or Twitter video. Him walking on water. He's back.
Oh.
That would get so many retweets, bro. Like that inner Twitter like loser in me. It's like, well, like that's gonna get a lot of retweets.
My inner Twitter loser, he said. Oh,
I take Twitter more serious than my life. All right, well, free the rail, free Satan, the Twitter account.
Free Satan. Free Satan.
The Twitter account.
Yeah, free the Twitter account. So last thing I want to bring up, I know that Bob and Dom really aren't into the competitive Call of Duty scene, so this is going to be more Ken and I just kind of rattling off our original impressions. Why you put your hands up? What's the name of this title of Call of Duty? Call of Duty what? Call of Duty
Warfare.
Not you. I was talking to Dom. Dom
It's
didn't
called
know.
Modern Warfare,
fuck
you
you.
cunt. What do you mean?
See, Dom knew it's called Modern Warfare, which is why we should be talking about CounterStrike instead. Fuck Call
There's been 4 Modern Warfare's released. I mean, what is that? 4 out of 14 Call of Duties? That's like a 1 in.
Well, no,
chance.
there's been 1. There's been 2, 3. There's been like 6.
Yeah, I had like a 40% chance of being right.
Yeah.
All right, so I
It's called Modern Warfare.
That.
I know that Call of Duty League exists, you asshat. Go ahead and talk about it, though. I don't want to talk about it anyway.
Honestly, I don't.
No, please. No, please.
I don't want to talk about it either. Let's get Kenny out of here. So
Bob, we're going to go on a different channel, and me and you can just talk about something else. We can just
I'm
talk
fine
about
with that. Fuck this, dude. Fuck
I was going to talk about
Fuck these 2 assholes. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's do our own thing. Trim the fat. Trim the fat.
Twitter bot is different now.
Trim the fat. What's up, dude? I got a Twitter. I'm back. What's up? At WGG Burt. Get me.
No, but for real, I forgot that we had the Counter-Strike topic, and I was going to wrap it up with the Call of Duty one. So, Bob, you want to chime in on, bring up the whole Counter-Strike?
Yeah, we don't need to do a full discussion, and I feel like this is something that's worth mentioning because it's so prevalent right now in professional Counter-Strike. You guys, like, I'm fucking with you. You should talk about the CDL launch weekend. Like, we specifically brought Ken on board because you guys both watched it.
No, we're gonna. I just forgot about that topic.
So, as of last week, ESL is considered to be basically the biggest and most successful Premier League for professional Counter-Strike, with ESL Cologne being essentially the highlight of professional Counter-Strike. It's basically the biggest major of every year, with like IEM Katowice being like number 2, maybe number 3. But ESL has historically been supportive of growing young talent in the Counter-Strike scene, where they're working through Face It, they're bringing people up through grassroots of Face It into the Mountain Dew League, and then they typically make their way from the Mountain Dew League, if they're good enough, into ESL, the ESL Pro League, onto, several of there were 48 teams originally, but as of last week, ESL came literally out of fucking nowhere and was like, hey, guess what? 24 of those 48 teams, you're uninvited to our league this year. So they did a unprecedented move where they cut literally half of their team rosters from their league. And, it essentially just pushes them back down to the minor leagues of the Mountain Dew League at this point. Or if they're competitive enough teams, they could go to the alternate B-Site League, which is being released to coincide with ESL, which is being led by Thorin, the fucking CSGO legend. So as
that
of right
paycheck's
now,
gonna hit, bro. That paycheck's gonna hit right there.
He's getting fucking bank. So as of right now, it went from 48 teams to 24, with 4 groups of 6 teams, all of them playing round robin, and then the Pro League is going to be played entirely on LAN, so offline. I feel like this is something that's worth mentioning. ESL came out of nowhere. They blindsided half of their fucking, environment, and threw all of these players into a minor league scene at this point. Essentially, most of these teams are not top tier teams anyway. A bunch of the teams that are still in it aren't even considered top tier teams. Like, they're top 25 maybe, or top like 30 at this point. But no, these would be top. No, they would be top like 40, because half of the teams are going to B-Side anyway. So,
which is still really good. I mean, for a scene that's so big, being at least that high.
The problem, the biggest issue with it, one, is that they never voiced any of this to the players or the organizations and the teams that were being trimmed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just was one day we went from 48 to 24 teams.
That sucks.
That's it. And
for
then
the people that got cut, that is fucking terrible.
So what it seems to me is they want to try to follow in the footsteps of the Blast Premier League, which I think goes live tomorrow for the first set of matches, where they invited an exclusive number of teams. You could read the article at wikigaming.com. And it's because they want to keep the integrity of the game high at a professional level for the viewership. B-Site is trying to do something similar, where if your team falls out of like the rank bracket that they allow into the B-Site, you're going to get fined $100,000 a month.
What?
Yep. So there's a lot of fucking crazy shit going on in professional Counter-Strike right now. I've just figured it was worth mentioning. If you guys have any quick takes on like, hey, it's good that they're doing this, which I would assume you don't think that, or it's kind of fucked up that they just blindsided 24 of the teams.
Yeah, it's more than fucked up because, like you were saying, this is their chance to kind of build their way up to the big leagues, and how deflating that must be to like prepare for this tournament, and out of nowhere you're just like, oh yeah, by the way, you can't play in this. It's fucking deflating, and I'd be super pissed off. I think Counter-Strike right now, the competitive scene, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's crumbling, but there's a lot of bad things happening. Is that, and then the whole gambling scandal that happened. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but there's a lot of talks about like fixed games. Navi Jr. was playing some like no-name team, like the something
Skin Ogres,
and the first map, Navi Jr. won like 16-3. They just like dominated. On the second game, there was a huge bet that went in on this like CS:GO betting website on the skinned ogres.
Yeah, dude, Betway had them fucking dead.
Dude, for $15,000 US or 1,000,000 rubles. And then that map, a lot of sketchy shit happened. They like pulled back the VODs on certain players, and it was very weird. And on the first map, you saw gunfights. It was like 4-on-1. 4 people on skinned ogres wouldn't even shoot their gun and just let the guy kill them and like end the game. As someone who gambles, what I'm going to tell you happened was they threw that first game. So the live bet, the chance of skinned ogres winning, there's like more value behind it where their odds went down. So you're able to win more from them. They threw that first map so their odds would go up. So when they put more money on it, they'd win more money. And there's rumors, there's nothing confirmed, but there's rumors that they cheated on that second map, and they ended up like crushing, lost the third, and then kind of just like, see you later. So there's been a lot going on about that too.
Yeah, but that shit's match fixing has been going on since the grassroots of Counter-Strike.
Since the beginning of sports, period.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, yeah. But like Counter-Strike specifically, it's been huge. Like Swag and Steel, I think it was.
Yeah, the iBuy team.
Yeah, the iBuy. Yeah, they've match fixed. They got banned from any major event for the rest of their lives.
Yep.
There's still 2 of the fucking Swag is still considered to be one of the greatest fucking Counter-Strike players of all time.
Yeah.
And he's banned for life.
I don't know. It's sketchy shit that has been happening with traditional sports our whole life. Yeah, there's been plenty of scandals on that. So I mean, it's inevitable that it's going to bleed its way into esports, and it makes it even easier because with a lot of these matches, you're not there in person. No one's checking your computer, like the whole Optic India team where they found hacks on the kid's computer. Was that Optic India?
Yeah,
Optic India. Where like he was literally like extracting like wall hacks on the main stage. That's absurd. But I mean, if you cheat from the comfort of your home, who the fuck's going to catch you like in the act? They can catch you after. So if you're not a good cheater, you'll end up getting caught. But if you're able to hide it somewhat well, a lot of the times you can get away with it, believe it or not. I think it's a genius move for an up-and-coming organization to at least make some extra coin. You know, if it was me, I'd be like, fuck it, like we're doing this. Throw the map, boys. We're winning money.
You get banned. You get fucking banned for life.
It's worth it. It's like I'm not going to get into my past, but it is what it is.
How many VAC bans you get?
Oh no! Like I've never cheated in CounterStrike. I was talking about like eBay, Chris. I used to be a dickhead on eBay. But yeah, the whole cutting the league in half, that's fucked up. That's kind of what I'll leave it at. I don't think anyone can really side with it's a good thing for the league because it's not by any means.
It was handled poorly. Oh, it was absolutely handled poorly.
Yeah, handled very poorly.
I don't. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I don't mind having 24 teams be like the max, but you gotta handle it better than just cutting them one day and not letting anyone know. That has to be something you come out with in the beginning. Like, oh, it's only gonna be a 24-team league. You'll be fine. Like these 24 teams are gonna make it. The rest are gonna be in our B-site league. You'll have the chance to move up and move down and so on and so forth.
They're completely independent of each other. ESL and B-site are completely independent. The only thing that connects the two is Face It. They're completely independent. B-site was created to specifically compete with ESL.
Never mind. ESL sucks. Wicked good. Suck it.
That's right. But they could have handled that absolutely. Like if they said at the beginning, like, okay, after this tournament, we're gonna cut half the teams, and you're gonna go to the B site fucking tournament, whatever it is.
No.
But like, you have to put out a statement before they play. You have to let them play, and they'll be like, okay, if you're like the bottom 24 teams, you get pushed into another bracket. You can potentially build your way back in. It's just how you word things and how you handle it, instead of being like, oh guys, I know you planned on playing, but tough shit, we decided to not let you guys play. That stinks out loud. Any final thoughts on that before we talk about a good weekend in competitive sports?
Yeah, a weekend where we don't shy away from amateurs.
So that's right. We don't shy away from them in the CDL. Yeah, so this weekend it was the CDL launch weekend. It was really, like I said at the beginning, it was really cool to watch. Really good to be invested in this. A lot of interesting things happen. There's a lot of kinks that have to be worked out. I'll let Kenny kind of open it up with the initial thoughts on it, and then we can kind of build a combo from there.
Would you like to start with?
Wait a second. Didn't they fucking start in a parking garage?
Oh, I had it. There we go. I love the segue. Thank you. Let me explain to you.
I know something.
Let me explain to you what actually happened. So, the video that was released by one of the amateur players. When was it? Thursday, before the weekend started. He posted a video of the parking garage, the outside parking garage, where it was 32 degrees, and was like, hey, like, this is what we have to play with, or play in. These are the conditions we have to play in. Like, I got my parka on, I'm freezing cold, blah, 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 blah. Let me stop that. Wasn't 32 degrees. It was heated. It wasn't a parking garage. It wasn't outside. It was underneath the armory, the venue, which the CDL teams played in. It was a $250,000 open bracket tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. Can anyone of our 3 or 4 people on this podcast, can anyone please explain to me or tell me which other sport or esport supports amateur teams like Call of Duty does?
All I'm saying is they could have had $230,000 worth of 3 cars in that parking lot that they had all of those people in. I think it was a waste of time and money.
There was no money wasted. It's a free tournament.
Free tournament. 200.
If you're able to win $250,000 without spending a dime, maybe a plane ticket, what are you complaining about? You could play. You could play outside. You could have just drove your car there and parked it in the parking garage they played in. It's not a parking garage. If you listen, it's a free tournament. You shouldn't complain when you play, and not for nothing. Even if it was 32 degrees in Minnesota, that's summertime in Minnesota. That's the summer. People are wearing shorts and drinking iced coffee in Minnesota when it's 32 out. Yeah, but not all those people that drove in from fucking LA.
I mean,
that's fucking Antarctica for them.
Well, that's yes, good.
Oh, well, Chris was the one who said it.
All right, wasn't 32 degrees. The person who originally posted the video of this parking garage, then tweeted out, "Hey, this is all blown out of proportion. It wasn't that cold. It wasn't 32 degrees. And the CDL was still setting up the stations. This isn't like the final product sort of thing." So. That ticked me off. That was a wonderful way to start off the weekend. I was like, oh, like, you know, originally, like, oh, first glance, you're like, oh, you know, Call of Duty doesn't care about amateurs or whatever. And then you look into it and you do some digging and you're like, hey, this guy is an idiot. And if you're an amateur playing for a $250,000 tournament and you turn around and try and take a big steaming dump on it, it just doesn't make any sense. Why? You are trying to bring down the same thing that is trying to help you up into the CDL and, you know, get you that guap.
Yep. Couldn't have said that better. The thing that pissed me off too is I know that you can back the people and the media outlets that ran it without confirming anything. Everyone was like, oh, parking garage. Like, no one even confirmed that it was an actual parking garage. It was an amateur player that tweeted something out, coughed off.
That's fucking journalism.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I hate that. That's something that, like, I talked about the other day, how rushed certain journalism is. It's the mentality, get it out, without doing the kind of the process of searching for what's actually happening. That drove me nuts. But like Kenny said, it was a free tournament. No one should be bitching and moaning about it. You shouldn't be trying to drag something down that's actually giving you the opportunity to make it to the place that you want ultimately, which is to be a pro playing on the main stage. Yeah. They're giving you the ability to build your way up for free.
Didn't someone just call out the CDL for rigging the schedule so Dallas and Atlanta would be like guaranteed to be playing against each other in the finals?
Yeah, that was Aches. Aches called them out on it, and they immediately fixed it.
Here we go. Everybody's talking shit about fucking professional CounterStrike while the CDL is rigging fucking schedules.
They handled it immediately. They changed the schedule. Right. It was a blip in the schedule. We're getting a little off topic. Let me just kind of fire through it. Okay. So a lot of work that has to be done. There's a lot of third person that's going on the caster side of things, and like the cameramen, if you want to call them that. What's up with all the third person? It was like, okay, there's a huge fight going on today. Here's an overview of B with no one there. It was like, what is going on? I don't get that. That was weird. That sucked. But they started correcting it as the weekend went on. It definitely got better. The walkouts, go figure, eSports walkouts, the cringiest things of all time. The cringiest things. It was wild. And then kind of number-wise, the first match of the CDL, which was Dallas versus Chicago, peaked out around 80,000 viewers, which is not bad. First weekend, it declined after that. That was like the match everyone wanted to see, but it wasn't bad.
30K more than last year's day one of the CWL.
I mean, hey, it's progress. It's probably the first time they're doing it. All in all, I think it was good. Good production for the vast majority of it. It was interesting to watch. Kenny, I'm going to throw this on you really quick. What's your rifle them off really quick? Wrap it up. What are your power rankings for the CDL after watching this weekend?
All right, let me pull up my list. Power rankings. I'll go through this pretty quick. Atlanta, number 1. That team is unreal. They didn't drop a single S&D map the entire weekend. Woo! Simp God. Number 2, Chicago Huntsmen. The Optic Killers. The Optic Killers. Goodbye, Optic. Hello, Chicago.
That's right.
Next. Paris Legion. Wow. Who saw that coming? No one saw them scrim leading up to the tournament. They come in, they destroy London. They absolutely obliterate Optic because Optic is a shell and garbage. Next, 5. We got Minnesota Rocker. Surprising, honestly, they could have went 1-1, could have went or did go 2-2 or 2-0. Sorry. There's some slaying power on that team, which really, I think, boosted them up above some of these other teams that I'm going to talk about in a little bit. Moving on. 6, London Royal Ravens. They had a really weird weekend. They come out, first match, play against New York. Wipe the floor with them, pretty much. And then
New York stinks.
I'll get to them. Then they go up against the Paris Legion. Paris smoked them 3-0. Wow. I don't know what to think of Paris. But Wuskins, one of the players on the team, one of the twins on the team, at a 1.6 KD. Unreal. Next, we got 7, Florida Mutineers. They're a team where I could probably put anywhere from 7 to like 9, and I think they would slot in. They're like a middle of the pack team, like nothing special, nothing awful. They could have went to they went 1-1, I think. Could have gone 2-0, could have gone 0-2, whatever. It looks like a good S&D team. Nothing too surprising there. 8, Los Angeles Gorillas. Not Optic Gaming. Optic Gaming sucks. Repeat, Optic Gaming sucks. Gorillas could have went 2-0, but they got DQ'd because they use hardline. Don't use hardline. It's banned in the CDL. They tilted off the face of the earth after that S&D, and it was the funniest thing ever. And something about the crowd booing Patrick Aches Price.
Love it.
Just warms my heart. 9, Toronto Ultra. Again, like a team that, like, I think they have some good slaying power. They're like an S&D team. So, like, again, I could probably slot them in anywhere depending on the weekend. 10, New York Subliners.
Give him a 10?
Zuma's the only one.
Like, yeah, it's the only person on the team.
The only one. I think they'll mesh a little bit better as the year goes on, but, like, Seattle, 11. The worst S&D team I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely awful. And last but not least, let's bring it in. 12, Optic Gaming LA.
Wow.
The shell of what was once the best organization in Call of Duty history is now the worst organization in Call of Duty history.
I like that you finished that off with last but not least when they're clearly last and least.
What was that? Yeah, you cut out.
I said I like that you said last but not least, but they're clearly last and least.
True.
Not my optic.
Yeah, not my optic. Absolute garbage. This team will be good in like 3 months. Right now, they're awful. Slasher, it's hard to hate him. He's gonna be good. But they suck right now. LOL PodChamp.
Oh my God, Kenny, that was cringy. Don't never do that again.
Thanks. Parker's in the chat.
Oh my God. So I'm gonna fire through mine real quick, and then we'll wrap things up. With me, I got number 1. I got Atlanta. 2, I got Chicago. 3, Paris Legion. 4, I have the LA Gorillas. I have LA Gorillas at 4. Seattle, I have at 5. If they get better on S&D, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Their respawn game is sick. They're good on respawn. And then what number was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, I have Minnesota Rocket. 8, I got Dallas Empire. 9, London. 10, Florida Mutineers, which is the worst name ever. Sick colors, but terrible name. And then I have 10, Toronto Ultra. 11, Optic, not my Optic. 12, New York, stink. All in all, great weekend. Excited to see it go forward. Sucks that we have to wait a couple more weeks, but hey, it'll be worth it. So that's all we got. Phenomenal episode. Without further ado, my friends, it is time to land the train. For the intern, I'll roll out the red carpet. Ken, what do you got? Shout out what you want to shout out. Plug what you want to plug.
Shout out to you guys as always. Thank you for 156 episodes. 165 episodes. 165 episodes.
Get them out. Get them out.
165 episodes. That's amazing. Like I was here episode 1.
Let's go. Bring in the dancing lobster.
Stop. Nope.
Get them out of here.
Get them out of here. Nope. Bring them back in. Get out of here. Okay. So thank you again for like this amazing community. Look what you guys built.
Oh yeah.
Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Crazy. Thank you guys. Love being on here. Dom, your age is the average age of Seattle Surge, and I hate Chris for putting them that high in the power rankings. That's it. Thanks. Love you. Wicked Good Gaming. Suck it to Optic Gaming. You suck. Goodbye.
That was unreal. Thank you, Ken. Oh, JB with 5 gifted. What a king.
Wow.
Thank you, JB.
Gifting me a sub. I fucking work here.
King.
What a good dude. Thank you, brother. Bob, what do you got?
Shout out to Ken. Thanks for coming on. I'm so glad I learned so much about the Call of Duty League. I can't wait to watch whenever the next time it's on.
It's like February 8th or 22nd.
I'm not going to watch it. I'm definitely not going to watch it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Joe lost.
I have been big on the LCS. I've been watching a lot of LCS recently, but Professional CounterStrike's coming back this fucking weekend. I'm out. I'm not fucking watching anything else ever again besides that. So I got to get my Twitter game up. That's at WGGBert if you want to follow me, God. So shout out to you. Thanks for coming back on. And then there's also a very good cause that I want to shout out right now. It is on GoFundMe. It's a GoFundMe campaign right now. Dom, if I send you the notes, if I send you the link, could you put it in the show notes?
Yes.
Great. So I follow this guy on Instagram, Dan the Biology Man. He, posts a bunch of interesting science shit. And like, I'm a scientist. I like science shit. And earlier today, when I was on my way home from work, I saw that he launched a GoFundMe for one of the players on his basketball team that he coaches. And it's a child on a youth basketball team with a benign tumor in his brain, which is benign, which is good. However, in the brain, it is, cumbersome depending on where the location is. So he's currently going through his second set of treatments right now. And he launched a GoFundMe, and it's GoFundMe. If you just search Colin Strong on GoFundMe, GoFundMe.com/F/Colin Strong. So I backed him. I think you should absolutely back them as well. If you have, $10 you want to donate, anything you want to donate, it's a great cause to support. I think we do our best to promote stuff like this whenever they come up. And it was something that I saw today. So I contacted Dan himself to see if it was okay to promote. And he said it was. So I feel good, pushing it forward to everybody else, signal boosting it to whoever might be listening. So it's GoFundMe.com, search Colin Strong, and you can donate there.
Love that. Go check it out. Dom, what do you got?
Yeah, no, it's a great cause, and I'll definitely make sure to put that in the show notes. Also, I mean, I just feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it, because especially, I know me and Chris were talking about this earlier this week. Just a big loss in the world this week. Kobe Bryant really, really tragically passed away, him and his daughter, and then also 7 other folks who lost their lives in a senseless, tragic accident. It doesn't seem like the world's headlines are getting any less bleak by the day. Kobe did have a lot of impact, obviously, on the world of sports, but did have a lot of impact on esports and gaming as well as even like developing a mental gym for esports athletes and like traditional full contact athletes to share together to change the way that like they approach the game mentally, which is like just a pioneering act in and of itself. Full blog up on that right now on wickedgoodgaming.com, which you can check out. But just quick rest in peace to Kobe, and obviously best wishes to everybody and all the families involved, because I mean, it's just a horrible situation. But yeah, so all I'm going to say is, if you got folks near and dear to you, give them a hug, tell them you love them. If you're listening to this today on a Friday, you're going into the weekend, you're going to see some friends this weekend, give them a hug, tell them you love them before you hop into your Uber or whatever, or as soon as you see them, because all that stuff's really important, and you never know when when you're going to have the last chance to say that. So take every opportunity you can and make sure that you're appreciative of people around you. That's all I wanted to say.
Absolutely. And for me, I just want to read out a couple 5-star reviews we got. We got one that was messaged to us because the person does not have iTunes. So this is from Tony. It says, I do not have iTunes to leave a review, so thought here would be good. I listen to your podcast. I've listened to your podcast every week for the past 2 years. And in the UK, it's been hard to catch the live stream. Keep up the amazing work. Each show, it just keeps getting better and better. The banter and shit you guys talk to each other is amazing. If you guys ever fancy a trip over the pond, I work in an esports/gaming bar, and there's an open bar for all 3 of you. Might have to take you up on that. And then we got 2 more. I'll rifle through them. First one is from Baby Yoda's Wig. It says, I have been listening to these guys since November 2018. By far my favorite gaming podcast. It's like listening to your 3 older brothers giving hot takes on video games. Cheers, guys. And then the last one, it's from Jess from MySpace. Here we go.
So I'm looking at this one right now.
Who?
This one is from Jess from MySpace.
Who?
It starts off by saying, Chris is insufferable, but everyone else is 5 stars and truly make me laugh every week.
Yeah.
Dom could leverage a few additional inches in height, but he's still a great guy who I've personally known for a decade. If I didn't, though, I'd still feel like I did. Also, my friend Steve, who had a threesome, recommended them. Long live Bishuteki, and rest in peace, Peter Wu.
Wow. As somebody who was just at Peter Wu's about 45 minutes ago, I can tell you that I fully concur with this and endorse that review. I am very happy that the late, great King got a little shout out in our review section.
A true king.
I'm just so glad it didn't start with Bob is insufferable.
No, I'll take that one.
Because I'm so fucking used to it. I'm glad I didn't take the L this week. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I'll take the L this week.
But if you want to leave another 5-star review saying I'm insufferable, please, you can do that. It's fine.
Yeah, and like Bob said, if you leave a 5-star review, I'll read it live on stream. Not bad, as long as it doesn't get us TOS. I'm more than happy to read it off. Other than that, if you want to check out our written content, you can check that out at wickedgoodgaming.com. If you want to keep up with us on social media, it is at wickedgoodgames on Twitter and at wickedgoodgaming on everything else, even TikTok, even Byte. We are everywhere. If you're listening to this podcast somehow and you're like, oh man, I really wish it was on my favorite podcast platform, get in touch with us, because right now we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, Google.com, iHeartRadio, and a bunch of others. But if you're not on there, get in touch with us and we'll make it our duty. Well, Dom will make it his duty to get it on that podcast platform. He's very good at doing that, does it in a very timely manner. And yeah, that just about does it for episode 165. Thank you, everyone that was hanging out. Thank you, everyone who's listening to the pre-recorded. We appreciate you guys so much. Tell everyone you love them this weekend, and we'll see you guys next week.